Today we're going to learn about the 5 major steps of the digestive system. We're going to focus on steps 1 through 3 in this video, and our goal is to become familiar with the steps of the digestive system. What you're looking at in this picture are milkshakes, hot dogs, Dutch fries, all dressed up in very unique fashions. We all have reasons to make our food choices that we do, but we eat for 2 major reasons: to obtain energy so that our body can carry out its daily functions to just, stay alive, and to help build tissues. So, some of that energy is obtained very easily. For example, in order to obtain the oxygen you need in cellular respiration, all you need to do is breathe. Go ahead, take a deep breath. Pretty easy. But some of our other functions need nutrients, and we get those nutrients from our food. So, to obtain glucose, fats, and proteins that you see in these milkshakes, Dutch fries, and hot dogs, we need to eat. And those are the things we need to make DNA, for our organs to function, and to just have energy. So, you ever hear the phrase, "you are what you eat"? Well, we need to break apart those nutrients in our food, and we need to eat to survive. We can break apart those food molecules through the process of digestion because both you and your food are made up of matter and molecules. Humans and all the other animals need to take in food to obtain energy. So, let's look at the function and the steps of the digestive system. So, alimentary relates to nourishment and sustenance. So, your alimentary canal is your gastrointestinal tract. It runs from your mouth to your anus. Yeah, that's right. I just said anus. Go ahead and take a minute. Giggle. And a lot of people use the analogy that it's like a big donut because it's from the outside world to the outside world. It's one big tract that leads from the outside to the outside, kind of like a donut. So, let's look at the function of the digestive system. So the function of the digestive system is to break down food into smaller molecules that are absorbed into the blood, and they carry nutrients to the cells for cellular respiration. Now, cellular respiration is coming up again because cellular respiration is a big and important concept. So remember, cellular respiration, we take sugar, which is the form of glucose molecules. We take 6 oxygen molecules. All we have to do is breathe in. And we give off energy, carbon dioxide, and water. So that food is in the form of glucose. Let's first look at some anatomy of the mouth. The hard palate, that is a thin, horizontal, bony plate made up of 2 bones of your facial skeleton. Now, the soft palate sits at the back of the mouth, behind the hard palate, which holds the teeth and gums. The soft palate does not contain any bone, but it's a fleshy area that ends at the uvula. The uvula is that thin, fleshy protection that hangs down from the soft palate. It's visible when a person opens their mouth. The tonsils are part of soft tissue masses located at the rear of the throat. They trap and kill germs. Your taste buds, those contain the taste receptor cells. There are 5 kinds of taste buds you might have heard. There's your sour, salty, sweet, bitter, and umami, which is a Japanese word, and it means savory, so savory food. So there are thousands of taste buds on your tongue, which is this muscular organ that breaks down food into smaller pieces, and it your teeth, of course, are what grinds everything and helps that to happen. There we go. So it mixes with your saliva. You've probably noticed a liquid substance in your mouth known as saliva. And when you eat, your mouth takes in foods, it grinds it down so that it can be broken apart into energy and DNA building molecules that it needs. So I'm wondering if I'm making you salivate just yet. Those fries are kind of making me hungry. So your saliva, it contains enzymes. Those are proteins that speed up chemical reactions. And those enzymes break down food and it lubricates that food. And what you're left is this substance known as bolus, which is a soft, moist mass of food that your body creates and it actually swallows. So that's step 1. So now let's go on to step 2. So the second step of the digestive system process is known as propulsion or swallowing. That happens in the esophagus. Your esophagus is a stretchy pipe located there, and that is a voluntary action, just unlike breathing, which is predominantly involuntary. This transfers your food through a canal known as your esophagus, and that creates waves that push the food into the stomach, known as peristalsis. That's an involuntary action. So in peristalsis, the muscles in your esophagus contract and relax. The waves are strong enough to allow you to eat and drink even upside down, defying gravity, while still easing food through your alimentary tract into your stomach. In other words, the initial swallowing is voluntary, but peristalsis happens without you having to think about it. The other, of course, involuntary action that we all know about is vomiting, where it comes back up. And both of those are predominantly involuntary. So the third step is your stomach. So your stomach is a stretchy sac of gastric acid. So your stomach has 2 major functions. It stores food, which is about 1 liter of food itself. It can actually hold about 2 to 4 liters of material at any given time, depending on how big or small you are. It also breaks down food into a liquid. Here's where the chemical and mechanical reactions take some significance. So we have chemical digestion, and then we have mechanical. So what's the difference? So the lining of your stomach has glands that secrete stomach acids and enzymes. These acids are very powerful, which is why your stomach is lined with so many protective layers. Some of those acids are more powerful than battery acid. And trust me, you do not want those acids escaping into your bloodstream. So for mechanical breakdown, the ridges of the muscle tissue, they turn and churn and mixes the food to continue to break it down into smaller and smaller pieces so that your body can utilize more enzymes. And so finally, that third function of the stomach is to empty a liquid, also known as chyme. I know it's spelled with a CH, but it's chyme, into the small intestines. So that's actually only the beginning of the digestive process. We're going to continue this as well, but I wanted you to pause and make sure you have everything in your notes and you can compare it to the page that I have. So here is the first page of notes that I have. You can go ahead and pause the video and compare them with your own notes and write them down, or you can go back at another point if you like my typing better. Here is steps 2 and step 3. Again, your note should look very similar to mine in this circumstance. So in this lesson, we have learned about the first steps of the digestive process. So I hope that speaking about the digestion didn't make you want to lose your lunch. Your body works hard to deliver nutrients and supply energy. So don't forget to eat healthy, but it won't kill you to have a few fries or a cotton candy milkshake once in a while. Just remember to eat your healthy vegetables too. So stay tuned for the next video on the digestive system. Thank you for watching and have a good day.